The clock is ticking down as 3I Atlas approaches Earth, closer than any observation has ever witnessed. We will soon see this celestial body, at half the distance of Hubble's legendary and historic photograph. With the James Webb Space Telescope locking onto its coordinates, we anticipate data shattering our current models. However, a significant contradiction has emerged, because standard models say 3I Atlas should be quieting down now. Its luminosity should be fading, and the surrounding coma cloud shrinking, just like textbook commentary behavior dictates. Yet reality is refusing to cooperate, as the anomalies are multiplying with every new data set we receive. First, let us examine the physical characteristic that makes 3I Atlas a complete outlier, the sunward anti-tail. Take a close look at this visual, showing the anti-tail shooting sunward for 1 million kilometers today. Now listen closely, because this is not a trick of the light, caused by orbital plane alignment. This feature is real, yet physics suggests it should not exist, given the solar wind blasting speeds. Imagine trying to paddle a canoe upstream against a raging waterfall, moving at supersonic speeds. A futile effort. That is why natural tails flow downstream, and rare anti-tails are shredded within a few hundred kilometers. For this structure to hold together against the solar hurricane, material density must be 1,000,000 times higher. This is where numbers terrify physicists, because 3I Atlas must be hemorrhaging mass at a catastrophic rate. Adding the main tail into that equation means the total ejected mass hits billions of tons instantly. But here is the snag: NASA argues the object is not massive, and the nucleus is extremely tiny. If they are right, that nucleus should have evaporated into nothingness by now. But the mystery deepens. Throughout summer it coasted, then suddenly near its perihelion our sensors picked up a shift in speed. For a natural rock generating that thrust would require ejecting another 10% of its total mass. We already spent 10% on the tail, so the accounting fails unless we consider artificial propulsion. Conventional chemical rockets are far more efficient because they blast matter out at incredibly high exit velocities. If we consider ion propulsion, the fuel required drops by a factor of 10,000, fitting the math. The frustrating part is this data has been submitted to journals, yet they refuse to publish it. The jets we see are solid beam-like columns, seemingly produced by a body rotating every 16 hours. If these jets were erupting from various spots, they would spray outward just like a lawn sprinkler. Instead, we see a continuous and unbroken beam, as if the source is not spinning at all. However, we know it is spinning, because the brightness fluctuates by 20% with every single turn. NASA states that most light comes from the coma cloud, so the spinning nucleus should not matter. Yet looking at astrophotography from independent experts, the shifts in light and gas structure are absolutely obvious. A small nucleus lacks the gravitational grip to drag its massive coma around with it in space. Now, we must address the suspicious fact that 3I Atlas is on course to intercept Jupiter's sphere. This is the boundary where Jupiter's gravity overpowers the Sun's, a perfect parking spot for scanning probes. We use these orbits for our own missions, but recent developments suggest agencies might be scrubbing data. PL listed acceleration values in October, but by late November that number was slashed by factor 4. Professor Loeb noted that this original trajectory placed 3I Atlas exactly on the edge of Jupiter's sphere. Avi sent NASA an inquiry about this alignment, receiving no reply until the data was tweaked again. He altered it by a factor of 6, raising questions about how initial calculations were so flawed. They scrubbed the numbers right after publicity, and the revised path now puts the object safely outside. They massaged the math to hide truth, like the church claiming the Earth did not move. Likewise, NASA's computer models will not alter the actual path of 3I Atlas, as reality arrives soon. Data from the Juno mission and upcoming readings from the JUICE and Psyche probes will settle debates. It is undeniably strange that when a physicist flags an anomaly, the official data changes to erase it. 3I Atlas is breaking every rule of cometary science, suggesting something rare is happening with this object. Whether this is a natural object rewriting textbooks or a visitor, one fact remains. Are we looking at freak weather? Or is there a reason institutions are eager to correct data? Verdict arrives when 3I Atlas swings by in December and meets Jupiter in March, so comment. To stay ahead of this unfolding mystery challenging the cosmos, please like and subscribe to Wines of Thought. The galaxy is full of secrets waiting to be found, and we intend to expose everyone.